Okay, can you take us back to when you first started thinking about buying or selling your home? And what was going through your mind?
Well, I think that has to go back probably 4 or 5 years ago.
2018 was the first time we looked at the first
Okay,
house.
so there you go.
I looked back.
And why was because we have a family home and we're thinking our kids live so far away with our grandkids. So down the road, we would sooner have something that we can close up and go see them. I mean, they come to us, but the kids are at a stage, our grandkids, like 9, 10, 11 years old. They're involved with sports. So it's easier for us to go there and, visit them than them to come here. So
Yeah.
that's when we sort of started to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, for us to have the pool and the hot tub and that, it's really a family home. And it was just like, it doesn't make sense because the kids loved coming to visit, but really we only used the pool for the most part when they were there. We used the hot tub all the time, but we didn't use the pool to the same degree.
Right.
I get home at the end of the day and go, I don't want to take that cover off. And yet it was fully easy because we had the automatic vacuum for the pool, so it wasn't like it was lots of work. It's easy. It was just I didn't want to take the cover off. I didn't want to go in the water. I just wanted to sit and look in the backyard. It was pretty.
You had the flowers and stuff.
Yeah, and I think sometimes in life you just want to change, right? Like we've been there for 24 years, we had good times, but it's also like, okay, now we're getting to the stage of our life where not to work anymore, and I want to travel Canada. I want to go see other parts. I've been out west a few times and that, but I just want to travel. I wanted to go to the U.S., but I'm not doing that right now. Maybe in the next 3 years, maybe, but not right now. So I like to travel around, and I don't know, and there's lots of places around here.
Well, and we're going.
And we like to move. Like I like to kayak, I like to bike, so I want to do the trails. There's trailing all over Ontario. You can go bike riding and mountain bike riding and kayaking. I want to start doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, just to change.
Traveling to Europe as well because that's where our one daughter is. So
Yeah.
it's like close the door and don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, it's a big,
So
big change.
it's a big change, but it's nice.
I tell people it's the next chapter.
Exactly.
Turn the page.
Yeah,
You don't know what's coming on the next chapter.
Like you said, you're not downsizing, you're right sizing. That works for you, right? Like I get up to we've been there a week today. And it's like I get out of bed and I just have to walk across and put the coffee machine on. I'm going, before I used to have to walk down the stairs. But I'm thinking like, okay, now I got to do something with the fence this year and I got to sand to that. I don't want to do that anymore. So that's, just basically, you just want to do something different.
something easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what were your biggest concerns or fears at the start when you were first thinking about it? What were you worried about?
I think the kids, because that's sort of where they had memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really didn't have a lot of concerns.
No.
The only thing I really thought about is make sure we make the right decision. Like we've looked out in cold water. We looked at other places and we're thinking, okay, well, we're right in the middle from where our kids live. 3,000 that way or 3,000 miles that way, right? So we're thinking, and I've been middling I hate to say this, 7 decades this year. So I've been around here for a while. And so I'm thinking, well, we have a lot of friends around here, so why not, if we can find something close that we can walk to them, like I like to walk, go to the grocery store, or go to Canadian Tire or whatever, I can walk there. And, so that we were thinking further out of town, then we're thinking, no, because it doesn't make sense at this age.
It was a big thing. We talked about
Yeah,
that. I mean,
we
we
made-
looked at properties out of town, and it was
Yeah.
like in town just made sense because you are.
Because we are,
Yeah.
and we like to curl, and we like to, like we're active in the community
Yeah.
outside of,
Or even your friend dinner party.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody pretty much in town.
yeah.
Oh, a couple of our friends have moved out, like to Victoria Harbor, and they're sort of going, and they have a nice place, but now they're going like, they're getting older, and it's like, well, we go into town to get stuff. I go, well, you decided to move there, so whatever. And they had the same style of house that we had up over on McCartney Street. Exactly the same house, 4 bedrooms upstairs, 3 floors, and Jessica moved to Europe, and the other son lives down by London somewhere, Bayfield. So it's like that's what they did. They sold, but they couldn't find a place, so they rented for a while until they found something. Then there was a new build in the harbor, so they bought that. And Brian's going, well, the property now. I got this property. I got the grass.
So
I don't have to
right?
do that.
Because they've got a big piece of property, and it's like, okay, well, maybe.
Yeah. So you throw things around, right? Like, Like
Least.
sometimes you find something that you think is going to work, and then you're sort of, maybe not. But I think what we found is going to work for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So what led you to choose us over other realtors? Like, how did we even connect originally?
From the guest house.
I think we started through the guest house, maybe even before that, but for sure during the guest house, because when I was there, I mean, well, Team Jordan was so involved with helping us and doing fundraising and helping with food and
Yeah, I think
everything.
we did a red day there.
yeah.
Well, actually, go ahead.
We had there were two things. There was one up at the mall with like the circus day
Yeah.
one year, and then there was I forget what the next one was.
We suck movies. We've done, a lot of.
But I think that's sort of where you and I really connected, and it was like, hey, we're now friends. It's beyond sort of that professional thing, because there's always a hug.
Always.
Always.
There you go. Well, see, I work down here at the library still, so I walk by here every day, and I saw your smiling face on this. So I thought I must look, she was, realtor. No, I'm kidding, actually. Yeah, and you do a lot for the community, so that means something, right?
Absolutely.
Let's see. How did we make the process easier or more enjoyable for you? Enjoyable's hard. It's stressful. We always tell people that it's stressful. But
Well, I think we didn't get pushed in anything we didn't think that we wanted. Like you sort of, it's not about, this is the house for you, this would be work. It's sort of like, well, maybe what do you think of this, guys? Because I really don't know whether this would fit for you. So you were sort of more like not just trying to sell us a house to sell us a house.
There was no.
You were sort of thinking, well, yeah, but have you thought of this? And you're thinking, no, I never really did. So that sort of helped, right? Yeah.
You had your eyes open. You knew what we were looking for, and just really, as much as here, you can take a look, but it might not fit. And then, in the same token, I would go, okay, I think and you're going, oh, Betsy, you're really sure? So you were looking out for our best interest as well, all the time.
Yeah.
I always think of the one that I was like, are you sure you want to do this? And let's lay it out. And I was there with the offer that day, but it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
It was something, I could feel the hesitation. It was like,
Well, we sort of felt bad a few times where we said, then all of a sudden we backed up. We're going, maybe we I don't think I don't think she'll. She wants us to be happy, so it's about, what? That's the whole thing. And we're thinking, maybe we just rushed into this one. And we didn't. So, so it's worked out fine.
We'd look at put in offers, and then go, hey, back up the truck. It's not going to work for us. So,
But you guys were,
you really were very understanding and made it so that we could continue on our journey to find the right place.
That's right.
Yeah, that's always what's important.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. So how can, let's describe how you felt when you finally sold and bought the new place.
We were pretty excited initially. And then I was like, okay, I don't know about this. Because we've been so in our neighborhood for a long time.
Well, I've been in Manor Street since 1965, so I guess you could say that's a long time. Well, my parents lived there when I was going to school.
His third house on Manley Street. He's a big time mover. Spread out. He's actually gone from the east side to the west side. That's
what my daughter said. You're off Manley Street, Dad. I know. I don't know if I can handle this. But I think, and even when we sold our house, the people that bought it, like, they would, we've talked to them a few times, and I'm going to go over and help them open the pool. Like, it's not like, hey, good for you guys. You're happy with the house. They said, and we're happy to move. So it's turned out good.
Yeah.
So I forgot a few things. Oh yeah, just come on over and get it. No problem. And we left some stuff for them. We had like 30 chairs. So, hey, you want some lawn chairs? Oh yeah. So it worked out well.
There was a little bit of socializing in our backyard from time to time.
There was. Yeah.
So it's nice when that happens. Like, to me, when you find the right match, the right buyer for a house, and I don't know, it feels right then, because it's like, it's their next chapter.
Yeah, and I told him, actually, I'll come and help you open the pool because I know how to open that pool. He said, oh, you do that? Yeah, sure I will. So I got to go over and I'll show him, and we'll show him the little tricks to it. So, that's just being courteous.
Yeah, so that's what you guys are.
Yeah, but that's, it makes you feel good too, right?
Yeah, and they came over like the night before, right? Like at 7:00, and I'm like, don't they know I go to bed at 8? At this point, just because I was so tired, because
9's the new 12, right?
working and packing, right? But they came over and we had really good conversation, and their real estate agent was there with them, and he was just like, oh my God, like, this is so nice, because I did this last night with somebody else, and it didn't go over well. So for us, it was just like, this is who we are. Like,
yeah, I had to take a picture of them with the we borrowed your soul sign, and they stood in front of the house with the soul sign, and I'd take pictures for them. So I guess maybe I could go into this kind of business. I don't have quite that set up though. Mine's just a cell phone.
So if you had to describe your experience with Team Jordan in just 3 words, what would they be?
Amazing.
It's one word.
Yeah. Unreal. To think.
Very.
So that's more than 3 words. So.
No, I'm just thinking there. You have to give me a minute. I'm a guy. It would take longer to think. Yeah, just very professional. Like just and professional, but also very it's just personal too. Like a personal touch. It's not just about let's get you a house. You know what I mean? It felt like that they're really trying to make your next move be very rewarding, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like
because it's true. It should be
true. It's like, okay, this is going to work for the next chapter.
Well, we felt like family, like it, because it wasn't like pressure in any way, shape, or form.
And then when you sent the big guy Adam, and then it all come together. I think he's taking Mom over here. Sorry.
And it's interesting because you have interacted with different people on the team.
Yeah.
And
sure.
It's like, did you have the same consistency? Like did you feel like everybody was always looking out for your best interest?
I think so.
There was absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you've got a really great team. Absolutely.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Great. And then what would you tell someone considering working with us?
Oh, I've already done that. I've already. Jordan has one of my coworkers' listings already. So yeah, it's already happening. So absolutely, I'm all about Team Jordan.
There you go.
Team Jordan.
And was there? That's funny. I was just saying, well, of course there was. Was there a moment in the process that made you laugh, breathe easier, or feel truly taken care of?
Oh, last Thursday.
Yeah, that's true.
Last Thursday when we got to the new,
something to do with your husband, actually.
I'm going to say we always felt taken care of the whole way through.
Yeah.
But I'll say in that moment of, oh my God, what are we doing? Because we walked into this house that we were downsizing to, and the people left so much furniture behind. We were already downsizing, and 2 of the 3 bedrooms were fully furnished. Plus, there was extra furniture that wasn't in the house when we even looked at the house. So they brought stuff in to leave behind because they didn't want to have to. Anyway.
But it was all very good stuff. It was like brand new stuff.
That's what I mean. It wasn't like a malicious thing.
No.
They were probably healthy.
Yeah.
They left rakes, and now I got 14 of them. Rakes and like everything.
Anyone need a rake?
Anybody? Yeah, that. So no, I mean.
Yeah, I texted you and said, Lorraine, I'm like, I can't do this. And within no time, you had a crew up there and they were just on it.
Yeah.
They got it. Within an hour, everything was gone. And they basically said, if there's anything you want after, let us know, you can have it. But I just needed it out so I could bring in, because we literally had 2 trucks on Thursday and 2 trucks on Friday. It was a big move. So
when you messaged me, I was
having that other truckload of stuff already in the house was like, there's no room at the inn.
Yeah.
So our whole process, the whole thing from start to finish has been awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. So if you could send a message to the next family we help, what would you want them to know about working with us?
I want them to know that they're in really good hands and they'll find what they're looking for.
Doesn't matter how long it takes.
Don't worry about how long it takes. Exactly. Don't worry about how long it takes, but just know that Team Jordan
Yeah.
are there to make sure that they get what they're looking for.
But if you run into some problems, they just phone and they will help you deal with it because they're experienced with probably all kinds of problems as you sell houses and do stuff for a living, right? So yeah, so don't feel that, oh, I'm probably not going to help me because the house is already sold. And no, just phone and they'll help you and guide you along if you need some expertise. Right?
And even all the way through, there's been communication.
Yeah.
We're done. I mean, we moved last week, but I've had how many emails this week? Just checking up and texting.
Yeah.
Just checking up. Is there anything else we can do? Just let us know. I mean, it's been an ongoing process. It's not like close the door. Sorry about your life.
Like we're friends. I think that's the hardest part, And even Adam said that. He's like, it's so weird. You work with somebody and you spend time with them, and then all of a sudden they buy, and it's like, you don't see them as often, but at least we do.
Yeah.
But before, I remember when I first started, it just seemed like that was it. You didn't get to see anybody anymore.
Well, we can go look at other houses, but we're not going to buy any. Just for something to do, if you want, right? And then you'll be able
wait
to.
till you see this one.
Yeah.